Hello and welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. Today I have a gin on my cask. Yeah, it's not a whiskey, but we also did gin cocktails, 2 of them, and now I do have a gin on my cask. Yeah, we're trying out something new. It's the Botanist Islay Dry Gin 22. It's not an aged gin. 22 is not the age. It's 22 stands for the botanicals used within the gin. And there are 22 botanicals from the Isle of Islay. And everybody who knows the Isle of Islay knows it's a whiskey island. Yeah, the theme whiskey is really, really big on the Isle of Islay. And this is from a whiskey distillery, and this is from the distillery of Bruichladdich. A few years ago, they got themselves a new still, and the still came from, Inverleven, the Inverleven distillery in Dumbarton, and they transported it to Islay and brought it into the still house of Bruichladdich. Yes, they do have their own still in the still house, and it's right when you come from the wash bags. It's right on the when you come down the stairs. It's on the right side, just as you enter the still house, and they call it the Ugly Betty. Yeah, it's not a very nice gin, nice looking gin still, or nice still, but it does its job. And what they do is they have kind of a tea bag where they put their botanicals in, and I think they heat it, pre-warm it, hand warm for their basic ingredients for 12 hours. And when they distill it, then the steam with the line arm comes through that tea bag of botanicals, and it gets that flavor of the botanicals, and then it gets liquefied back, and that's then the Botanist Dry Gin. I think they have the normal basic ingredients in their pot, and then they have the gas or the steam coming through their special or rest of the botanicals. It still has to be a gin, so you have to have the, what is it called, the Genever has to be the one that is most intense, but the rest really gives this gin a bit more of a taste to it. And it's a nice box. I got them myself the commemorative gift box with a glass, very nice glass, and the gin bottle. I'm gonna actually use the glass. Did a bit of a pre-washing, and I'm gonna try a G&T as well. Write down in the comments if I ever want to do the gin tastings again, which I will probably do. Should I do gin pure, or only gin tonic, or both? Just write it down in the comments. Plastic cork. Ooh. When you come from a whiskey side and you get into gin, it's always a bit of a strange just feeling and smell, because the gin is so far off the deep end with the herbs and the flowers and everything. There is no cask. Obviously, there's no cask influence there. It's only the smidgest mite of sweetness, probably a remembrance from the flowers, and it's so grassy, herby. But this one I think is especially floral and herby because it has the 22 botanicals in it, and I love it. It's from what I smell is just beautiful heather, flowers. It just smells like spring, which is a bit strange now during this time of the year. I love it. I've been walking around on Islay quite some time, and there are a lot of flowers there. Oh, very, very fresh. No oak. And a little bit more sweet than nose. With, yeah, a lot of... Oh, now the Geneva kicks in. Oh, really? Yeah, that's why it is a gin. It's just so fresh. But this spices and herbs and alcohol that always reminds me of a medicine. But somehow this medicine is kind of tasty. Now you have to excuse me for a bit because I forgot my tonic. I'm back with the tonic. So, the aftertaste is quite nice. The sweetness sticks around for a little longer, and the flowers, medium I would say, but the botanicals wear off pretty fast. So you're not stuck with this strong Jennifer taste for a long time. Bit much. They give you a little hint here. It's 4 to 16 cl on the bottle. I'm just gonna do it by So still very, very herby, even more fresh. But I don't think you have a gin tonic for the smell. Sweetness, immediate sweetness from the tonic. It's the flowers and the herbs go a bit more into the background, and it's a very refreshing, kind of spicy floral drink for me. Obviously, you have to take that bit of a grain of salt with me, because I maybe had 10 gin tonics in my life before. I'm not like a deep end nerd for gin tonic. But I like the Botanist. It's they say it's a very herby and very delicate and complex gin. I would say definitely it is complex, strong on the herbs. It's also, I would say, not as strong as the Genever as other whiskies. It's definitely still a gin, but it's very, very complex and flowery and herby for gin. It's the Botanist. It's about botanicals, so it's definitely what the name suggests. It's the Botanist gin, and I like it. So if you ever want to try out something new with around 30, 35-ish, it's a bottle that you can afford, and you wouldn't make such a big mistake because it's a rather easy to drink whiskey. Not whiskey, gin. Damn, I'm so down with the whiskey videos that I will probably make that mistake a few times in the future as well. So yeah, if you like this video, then please feel free to give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see the gin tonic and the gin, or one of them, then please write that down in the comments, because I'm really excited about what you would like to see in a video. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.